Hi everyone, I'm glad to come your way again by video to have a conversation with you and to share a handful of information that will be beneficial or helpful to you. Before I log off, I want to share four important things that will be helpful to you. Number one, you need God. Don't assume you know what I'm talking about. You need God in your life. If you already have God in your life, that's fantastic. Please hold on to God tightly or with great tenacity. If you don't have God, please, you need to look for Him and find Him. You know, I believe it is pure intellectual arrogance and sheer biblical ignorance, coupled with critical thinking illiteracy in abundance, for someone to say, I can do without God. No, you can't do without God. You are right when you say you can succeed without God. You know why? Because the ability or the capability or the strength to do anything or to achieve success has been given to man. Everybody can succeed. Let's say, for instance, a man gets up in the morning, goes to the market, buys a gun, visits the bank, robs it, and come out successfully. Has he succeeded? Yes. Did he succeed with God? No. So a man can succeed, but a man cannot do without God. You can't do without God because the word do is a verb or an action word, which means to perform an action. So when you breathe in and out, you are performing an action. So you are actually doing with God. See, let me tell you, a man is an inanimate object that became a living being after God breathed into his nostrils. And that is why if you stop breathing, you become a dead man or you become a dead being. The rich fool in the Bible thought he could succeed without God. Yes, he was right. He succeeded. But when he thought he could do without God, God had to take the breath of life from him and he became a dead man or he became a non living thing. You can't do without God. You need Him in your life. Number two, you need a life plan. You need a vision for your life. If you don't have a plan for your life, if you don't have a vision for your life, you just be drifting through life. So you need a plan for your life. As I'm sitting down here, I have a 5 year plan. I have a 10-year plan. I have a 20-year plan. I have a 50-year plan for my life. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2 says, write the vision and make it plain upon tables so that anyone who reads it can run with it. At the appointed time, it will happen. Though it may tarry, but just wait patiently. It will come to pass. Why? Because you obeyed God by writing the vision down. So you need to have a plan for your life. Sit down, take out a piece of paper, and write down a 5 year plan for your life. What do you want to achieve this year? What do you want to achieve next year? What do you want to achieve in the next 5 years? What do you want to achieve in the next 10 years? What do you want to achieve in the next 20 years, in the next 30 years, 40 years, 50 years? What do you want to achieve? You need to have a life plan. Do you understand? Take note. For you to have a life plan, you must first know who you are. You must first know your purpose. You must first know your strengths and your weaknesses. You must first know what you are here in this earth to do. You must first know the reason why you were born. So if you know, if you discover your purpose, if you know why you are here, then having a life plan for your life would be very simple, though it will be hectic anyway. Number three, this life is a battlefield. Treat it as such. I repeat, this life is a battlefield. Treat it as such. Little wonder the Apostle Paul says, I have fought the fight. Does that sound familiar? The Apostle Paul says he has fought the fight. This life is like a battlefield, so you need to act like a soldier. Are you aware that we are soldiers of Christ? Good. So you need to act like a soldier because this life is a battlefield. If you don't know that from today. And that's why in the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 12, the Bible says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood as soldiers, but we wrestle against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." So this life is a battlefield. You need to arm yourself. You need to make sure that your arsenal is complete. You need to make sure that you have your weapons intact. What are your weapons? Faith is one of your weapons. Courage is one of your weapons. Confidence is one of your weapons. Having God is one of your weapons. Do you understand? Having the right people around you is one of your weapons. So you need to arm yourself in this life. This life is a battlefield. Treat it as such. The fourth thing you need to do is that you need to remain focused. Don't get distracted. Remain focused. We live in a generation where there is what we call information deluge. There is a deluge of information. When you pick up your phone, you see a lot of information. So you need to focus. When you go online, you need to know why you are online. When you go online, don't watch nonsense. Watch things that will develop you, will add value to your life. Read good articles that will add meaning to your life. Read things that will tamper with your mindset, that will tamper with you positively. Renew your mind when you go online. Don't go there and take in junk into you, but make sure when you go online, take things that will help your life. Never get distracted. Be focused. Be focused. Never get distracted. In summary, you need God, you need a life plan, you need to know that this life is a battlefield and you need to treat it as such. And lastly, you need to stay away from distraction and remain focused. I will end with these words: verbally or non verbally, never express to impress, suppress, or transgress. Rather, express to inform, reform, or transform. With this, the lives of your hearers or observers will become better. They will know better, do better, live better, and make the world better. God bless you. My name is Solomon Ofong. I'm an international motivational speaker, educator, writer, and author. See you in my next video.